Don't get excited.
Make sure your boobs off too.
Go ahead.
No, it was like up here, all awkward.
Hey everyone, this is Girls 3 Night. Hey. So, but
yes. we have an extra one this week. Slowly we'll be gaining. I promise you guys, one of these days, all 5 of us will be together.
Yes, but it's like surprise every week. Who's gonna be there?
I know.
Exactly. Yeah. You guys can start making bets. You know, let's go to Vegas, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
What episode? This is like episode
4
already.
Already.
A lot of stuff has happened already.
A lot of drama.
It was a good episode. It was a good second half episode for me, but
I don't know what happened.
The blood. We saw the fast forward.
So it seems they're doing that a lot this season.
It is.
Like they're like
foreshadow,
and then we'll get to the meat of everything. So it's like and what's her face?
Amanda.
No.
Emily.
Victoria.
Crazy.
Crazy ass bitch. Oh my gosh.
She's so
sorry.
We saw that she threw a paper in the fire, and then we saw blood, and her maid was cleaning the blood.
Yeah.
And then it switched to Emily, and it said 24 hours earlier. And then
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I think both of you guys had your heads down, so I
was
noticed
like,
it sounded like it said 24 hours earlier. In case you guys got confused.
No.
But then the Graysons were back to their semi-normal selves.
Their
where
fake
all,
selves.
Yeah, exactly.
It was weird. They were both, Conrad and Victoria were sitting at the dinner table, and I'm like, this is weird. Like, normally it's like a War of the Roses kind of thing, but that's...
It was on the table.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, why can't I remember anyone's
Daniel
name?
and Conrad.
Yeah, the whole like interaction between them and how, I don't know.
The dad kind of jabbed at Daniel a little bit, and he's like, oh, it's nice to have some support around here from you or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was a jab at him and then also a jab at Victoria.
Yeah. So after that meeting, then we go to...
No, before that the Grayson in the dining room and we see that Charlotte explains to her mom why
she knows information
about the journal.
right?
Yeah. And she says it's a journal.
And that piques Victoria's interest.
Exactly.
To Amanda. Yeah.
The journal, which is the handwritten journal that David Clark wrote while he was in jail.
It goes to, we see Amanda and Jack.
She ends up with Emily, which I knew that was going to happen. That was just like, well, who else was she going to go to?
Yeah, exactly. That's all she has.
We also see Conrad and Ashley talking again. And then Conrad basically says, I'm going to be gone, but...
So keep a watch
on everything Daniel does. I want to know I want to know what is that Daniel has planned and what is he going to do next or something like that.
Right.
So then Victoria invites Amanda over to discuss the journals.
Yes.
Emily forces her to do it because this conversation was when Emily was around. The side story of the episode is Nolan finds out that his father died.
Yes. Because Patty.
What did we call her? Princess Jasmine last week?
Jasmine.
Yeah. We couldn't figure out her name, so we're all Princess Jasmine.
So then after he finds out that his dad dies, we go to
Amanda at the Graysons. So Amanda is at the Graysons' house, and she's asking Victoria about her mom. Victoria says the whole spiel that everybody is told the story about, but she has yet to really comply about what it really is. And then Charlotte walks in, and Charlotte's like, oh, what are you guys talking about? And why is Amanda here? Why is my sister...
And just like this, like nothing, Victoria's like, oh, we're planning her baby shower.
Because it's a great way for you to practice to be an aunt. Remember?
An aunt.
Yeah.
I'm an aunt.
Gosh.
Aiden goes to the hotel and talks with Emily's mom. Did we catch her name? Because they said it one time, but
Kara.
Okay, so Kara. They went to... He went to go see Kara, and they ended up working together for that quick moment. Like, what was that? How did he get into the hotel? Do you guys remember?
Well, he had her at gunpoint, and the next thing you know...
Oh, so that was the part where he had her at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that he was from the FBI, and he's like, I know that you're Kara Clark, and she's like, oh, no. She plays very good. This is how you know that this is Emily's mama. She pretends to go with it, and she's like, oh, well, whatever the white-haired man's real name is, he told me that if anyone ever comes over and asks these types of questions, then give them all this information, and then she flips.
We also see more of the side story about Declan. Remembered his name this time.
We did.
We are assuming that the guy that has come forward and said these kids are the ones that stole from me, blah, blah, blah. He's wanting, did he say by a month he needs to have the money?
He said, I'll give you 30 days.
Yeah, so a month he has to pay him for whatever.
And he said $20,000, and he's talking about like a Babe Ruth ball. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That is not just $20,000.
Our assumption is that he's the father of the other kid that Declan was with.
And they're conning him.
Yeah.
We end up with Charlotte going with Amanda in the ambulance.
Yeah.
And Amanda giving Emily the earbud. We get to the hospital, and Emily calls Jack. Jack leaves an interaction with the guy who's trying to steal the bar, which he doesn't know that yet. He's being conned.
Right.
But we figure that out in that section. And then, so we're at the hospital, and we find out that it's going to be a choice between the baby or Amanda.
Most likely. That's what their prediction is.
Yeah.
So Kara Clark is driving, and she's listening to the radio, and then she hears that Amanda Clark, the pregnant Amanda Clark, has fallen. She's had an accident at the Grayson Manor, and that she's been rushed to a hospital. So she's like, my baby. So she drives to the hospital. Now, that's where Allie is. So Allie was talking about how...
the choice.
Yes, the choice between whether or not Amanda would live or the baby would live. Then we find out that the baby's fine. He just has low oxygen, so they're keeping him in the NICU.
We find out that Amanda's in a coma. They had an induced coma.
Which is better than choosing between
dead.
her and the baby.
Yeah, which is true. Go to Conrad coming home to see the blood on the floor.
Yes.
And asking Victoria what's going on, and Victoria tells him that Amanda's close to figuring out that she was the one to pin
Not right now, Sissy.
Kara. And Daniel overhears Ashley basically sticking up for Daniel and saying there's nothing to report, and, you know, basically, F you, I'm done being your spy.
We see Aiden gets out of
his
bondage out of 50 Shades deal.
Yes.
And then we also see Emily's leaving the hospital.
Well, she was supposed to go get coffee, wasn't she?
Well, something like that. She was walking out, of the hospital in general. But then we also saw that Ashley and Daniel were having sex. Gross.
We didn't even see Emily and Daniel having sex.
We saw them in bed.
They kissed.
In bed, but not like that was all. That was leg. All
of this.
And silk sheets.
And a bad weave,
right?
but I'm not going to say anything about that.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
I think the biggest moment is when Emily sees her mom.
So yeah, Emily's heading back into checking on Amanda.
And she has that. She finally has that flashback.
Yes,
and
which
then
is big.
Yeah,
because she
so
didn't
explain the
hear
flashback.
So you see this flashback because I think it's continuing the whole like drive that they were on from a couple episodes ago or last episode, whatever. So they're continuing that drive. They finally get to their destination, and she even tells Amanda, "Oh, we're gonna sleep underwater," and she pushes her underwater
When she's
and
a
basically
little girl,
tries to drown her. And Emily remembers all of this, and then that's when she's like, "Whoa, too much," and then steps back, and you know her mom's just there, and you know she goes home, and Aiden comes, and they're totally gonna have sex. And
But that point though, when she realized that her mom tried to kill her, it solidified a lot for me, because when Victoria and Amanda were struggling, she was like, "Your mom tried to kill you. Like your dad tried to protect you from that. I'm trying to tell you the truth." And then but Amanda didn't hear that part, or Emily didn't hear that part because of the struggle thing, or
the
whole
interference.
technical.
Yeah.
Question 1, which is our rate for the episode. Holly?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Out of 5?
Out of 5? Yeah, we'll do. No, maybe not 5. There's always room for improvement. 4 out of 5?
I give it a solid 4 as well. Big shocking moment where I'm literally like smacking
Yeah,
Ashley.
she did a me.
I know,
that's usually me.
Well,
I'm always
she's
like,
always
oh my god!
yeah. when her mom was at, no, when did I hit you?
When her mom was at the hospital.
Oh, yeah. I was like, she's here.
I also was going to give it a 4, so this is the first time we all had our same ones. And question number 2 is, what do we think is going to happen next?
I think mom's going to be a big portion of next
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
And then that whole Victoria mom business, ooh, that's
I can't wait to see that scene.
gunslinging.
Yeah. The biggest thing that I think is going to happen next week is Padma is going to put a lot of things together. I think that she is going to be a big deal. She's a big puzzle because they didn't bring her on here for nothing, and she's just too inquisitive. She watches. She's very observant.
I agree with Allie. I think a lot of this episode is going to be towards Kara. I honestly am hoping for a Kara and Victoria showdown. Like, I am hoping for that. It's going to be good.
Hair ripping.
I hope Aiden and Emily finally make up and she can get it in finally, because she's like deprived right now, and with her being really vulnerable because her mom's back, I really hope. I mean, I know it's bad reasons too, but I just hope for Emily's sake. I'm looking out for a girl.
As you can see, tonight we are as lively as ever, even though we're all very tired. But we did not have a drink of the week, but we will make up for that next time. That was this week.
Yes, and then
thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, like.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all down below. Subscribe to us. Let us know any questions. I thought she was mouthing me.
No, I should have been. That's next week. Anyways, stay cool.
Yes. Good night, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
I copied you. Dang.
Hey, we're vlogging here.
Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, I did it.
Pissed off.
We didn't have no drink.